Alright, so I guess this is kind of intended to be a tutorial video on the save glitch that PingVal found for Xenogears. It's something I kind of knew you could always do with RPG Maker. I used to edit save files using a version of this method, but you know, I figured might as well test it out on the English version of both, and sure enough, it actually works. So yeah, what I have here is RPG Maker, Xenogears, and we're just basically gonna show you how it works, or I'll attempt to explain it in English. I think PingVal has a pretty good explanation in Japanese, of course, on the RTA site, and basically in his videos. So what we need to start off with are 2 memory cards. This red one is going to be the one that we're going to be manipulating, and this one will be the one that will use a temporary save of Xenogears on. This one doesn't really matter. Red one's going to be doing most of the work. So let's plug both of these in for now. And let's go into the browser just so that I can prove that there's no shenanigans here. We're going to go in here, and you can see I recently just did this, so we're going to go in and I'm going to delete my background data. Okay. And then we're just going to delete this corrupted data as well. Now there's no data in the memory card, and as you can see, there's just a bunch of, you know, saves here. Nothing that'll actually matter. Alright, so we're going to go back in. So as soon as I close the lid and press everything, I'm going to just start my timer here, and we're going to try to do this as fast as possible. I don't know, I don't really care. So let's do this up and go. Alright, so we're going to be loading up RPG Maker here. We're going to go to the Anime Maker. And from here, when it loads, we're going to go to RPG Data. We're going to go to the title screen. Alright, so let me just make sure I get this right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this one. I just had to make sure that in this version it really did start with this, the smaller one. So what we're going to do is we're going to write to a few specific pixels here. Pixel, and then x, y 50, and then this next one is going to be just a line with the same default color, and it's going to be so 251 and 26y, and basically we just hold this and go straight across. So now it gets a little bit trickier. We're going to have to switch colors to something that's almost imperceptibly different. This color right here, 2 down from white. Needs to be right next to our first dot here on 222. Make sure not to overwrite. So we're done here. I'm going to pull up the save menu, and here's where things first get a little tricky. I'm going to basically just do it and try to explain it while I do it here. So we're gonna name it I don't actually think that there's I think I tested this out, and I don't think it matters. Well, I think there's a couple of different letters that you can name it. I think it actually does matter a little, but basically choose I. That's what I'm trying to say. Click OK. So what we want to do is we don't want to compress the data. So this is what I kind of used to do for modifying some save stuff. What you can end up doing is, if you write it uncompressed, it's the literal values of everything that are written to the memory card. So you can essentially just write whatever you want to data, and because when the PlayStation and PlayStation 2 erase the memory cards, it's basically just unchecking the box that something's there. The data actually stays in place, which means you can kind of use a couple of methods to put data, or at least the header of some sort of data, on a specific spot. So this will basically write to a bunch of blocks in order to kind of save time, and also because we don't want it to fully write, we're only going to let it to write to 3 blocks here. So no, we want to save it into our red memory card here. This is the one we're going to be manipulating. So as soon as it gets to 5 blocks, I'm taking it out. And as you can see, it kind of interrupted the save, but it says it's complete. So what we're going to put this memory card back in real quick. So basically what this does, we have this here, and it's kind of like half saved. We don't want the memory card to think that there is 3 blocks of data, which is what it thinks it is now. So what we want to do is we're going to overwrite the first block of data. I'm just going to delete these spaces. I don't like them. You don't have to do that. So basically, we're going to say yes to compressing. We're going to choose our red card again. So there's data with the same name stored. Has to be the same name, obviously. So we want to say, yes, we're going to overwrite it. Now, what this is actually doing is it's just overwriting the first block that we did. Our two other blocks are still there and fine with the correct data that we want. So that's why there's all this space up here before we write our data. Because the first block doesn't really matter to us. What we're really only doing is using the second block to do our manipulation here. So, I think we're all set here. We gotta boot up Xenogears now. Alright, so we're taking out RPG Maker. And we are going to pop in Xenogears first disk. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to turn this on. Okay. Okay. New game. And we're just gonna watch some movies for now. Game's not boring. Just waiting for it is. Come on. So yeah. No, we still have these two some Okay. So, he's just painting. It's okay. He's got a little too real there. This is bad. I don't remember where anything is. There we go. Okay, now we have to talk to Dan. He doesn't let us do anything else. Don't be rude, Dan. No, wrong one. No. Alright. So, don't talk to that guy. File. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be saving not on the red memory card, but on our spare here. So we're going to save. We're going to copy this. Let it save fully. So now we're going to just turn the console off. There's other ways to do this, but I'm just going to turn it off. Put the disc back in the case. Put the second disc in. So now we're going to turn on the console, but we're just going to leave it here. Okay, so I'm going to go into the browser. We're going to go into our memory card here. And as you can see, we have this save from Lahan Village. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy it to our first memory card here. And so this part is kind of important. I'm going to copy and then press I'm sure, and then I'm going to remove the memory card almost instantly, maybe a tiny bit of a delay to get this to work. So I'm gonna do yes. Copy failed. Okay. So now we have the corrupted save data on the first memory card. So hopefully this works. And how that worked basically is we overwrote the second block, which contains our modification, but we didn't fully overwrite it. We just overwrote the header for the game Xenogears. So continue. We have disk 2 in. Load, and sure enough it worked. So we're going to load this file, and it's going to be finished. And bam! We beat the game. So yeah.
Let's return to our planet.
That's basically the save glitch in a nutshell. There's not too much to it. There's more advanced things that you can do with RPG Maker.
That light. It's the point of contact with our world.
To kind of
But the
edit
dimensional
saves.
shift has already begun. Will we make it in time?
But yeah,
Can you run?
that's pretty much it. And again, I didn't find any
We're
of this.
together again.
Pingval did most of the work. I just figured out that the Xenogears discs should have the location of what save data references in about the same location. And the RPG Maker save methods and the way that it was writing them was about the same as the Japanese version. So that's all I did. And now we get to enjoy the ending. Good old Krellian.
Krellian, you.
See, he's not a bad
There's no
guy. He
time.
just murders a lot
This
of people.
place is about
There's
to
a
be destroyed.
difference.
Now there is no more God. This is no longer their planet. This is your home planet that you are now standing on.
Krellian, you aren't going, are you?
No. Since that time,
No,
I have
I'm
stopped
too
being
much of a jerk.
I've
I'm just gonna
committed
go
so
off and
many
be one
sins
with
that any attempt
Zohar.
at living like a human is impossible.
on the way of
The
existence.
only one who could have forgiven me was God.
That's not true. I know they would understand. There's still plenty of time to atone for your sins.
I don't know, Faye. The mass
Always
murderer?
the
I
peacemaker,
don't know.
Amakan.
I know you want to believe
Perhaps
that,
that's
but,
what it means to be human.
I don't think that's gonna work.
But regardless, I cannot go. It's something I've already decided. I go to walk with God. Even if there's no place left for me, upon my return.
Oh well, just let the guy go.
I must go now.
Kralian.
Actually, I envy you two.
Yeah. Oh, Bart.
Faye! What happened?
Waves from the
Who's that
explosion
guy?
disrupted the ionosphere, making it impossible to get a
Who
visual.
is he
They were
even?
probably caught up in the explosion.
That's a lie!
What? Science doesn't
come
lie,
back.
Bart.
He promised us he would. I know it.
How does that man hear science? How does he? How does he hear science? Does Billy even get a line? I don't even remember. Choo Choo gets a line, but Billy does not get a line. Ugh. It's a gasp. Ugh. Perfect.
Run through the cold of the night as passion burns in your heart. Ready to fight, a knife held close by your side. Like a proud wolf alone in the dark, with eyes that watch the world. And my name like a shadow on the face of the moon. Broken mirror, a million shades of light. The old echo fades away, but you
amazing for taking this on. There's a lot of stories about this. And we're done. Took a lot longer because I was explaining and forgetting things and talking to very loud and obnoxious NPCs, but yeah, that's it. So, that's basically it in a nutshell. Maybe one day, if I ever get back to save editing for any reason, I'll do a video on how to use RPG Maker to do that kind of stuff, but I don't know. There's nothing terribly interesting about that for speedrunning. But anyways, this was pretty interesting, and it just goes to show you how close some of the Japanese releases of these games are to each other. Because I, at one point before looking at the discs, thought that it just wouldn't have been possible. But it is. It works the same way. Alright, well, I think that's it. I'll just sign off for now.